It's a cent,
Is it a
right?
cent? It's a cent. Okay, thank you. I read it wrong. Thank you very much, production. And this is a treat for us. We're going to the new map.
So I'm gonna say right now, I think this map is more attack-sided than people are expecting. Middle is hard to hold, so it's got that split vibe, right? Now, why is it hard to hold? It is super wide and open, obviously, but then you get a choke point right by the defensive side. Now, what I have seen is a lot of the competent defensive teams, especially in North America, sitting deeper in towards that B connector by the door, or maybe playing CT. So you don't actually hold mid, which obviously opens up that catwalk, which we could see them using right now. So then A becomes very isolated. This is one of the reasons I think this is a little bit more attack-sided than people might imagine. But again, for now, let's see how they control this.
Angel once again trying to be the entry fragger for the squad. Hip is going to stay on the Reyna. Maybe they prefer these Leers over the Phoenix curveballs. And it looks like David P pushing through the smoke is going to get punished as Hip finds the first kill of game 2. Team Angel trailing in this series would love to answer back. And Hip is going to rotate everyone around now through the middle.
God,
they have B site wide open as you see the Cypher is slowly pushing through. We'll help watch the flank. One player is going to get picked, though, as Angel falls to Patino.
Gotta be careful with that spike. I just saw that Sage crossing in the open right next to the Omen. A little risky. Mixwell straight in, doesn't check the back. Shao is right there. And already this retake is looking a little neutered, a little quiet, a little less than likely as Shao is popping off. 3 big kills for Shao and the spike to be planted, all working well. Nice rotation back through mid. The attackers, again, causing issues. It's very hard to rotate. Bear in mind, if you don't have mid control, of course, you know, 101 basics for people who play FPS games, but let's break it down for those just coming across. If you don't hold mid control, those rotations suddenly become very, very long, very tricky. And when the attacking side can do that, you know, work up middle, show very little, but still take it, lean towards A, get their attention, and then fall off it, and straight up middle towards B. Now, yeah, defensive side, gotta leave a player there now, and we're seeing big scout purchases
Double
coming
marshals.
out.
Yeah, they're going for the 101 damage body shots, or of course the headshot will instantly drop somebody. To see the defenders go for it, that is showing you they are playing confident and they are taking the gamble. Shao, though, going to punish, as you're going to see 3 now dropped. Yurii going to find Mixwell. And another challenge goes down. David P spent the 400 on the wall and collected a headshot from Hip. A perfect round for Team Angel. They haven't dropped the player. They've kept all the weapons, and they cost their opponents big. So this could be 3 rounds in a row to open it up for Angel.
This should go this way.
I was going to say.
The buy's going to be, there's nothing. They got to eco this one. Again, though, keep in mind, attacking sided. But also, we don't know how much time Mixwell's team has put in individually on this map. Potentially. Obviously, the other ones, you know, your Haven, your Bind, even Split now to a lesser extent, has definitely been played. All the players will feel comfortable. Here, not so much. Now,
CREA and Mixwell getting rowdy.
I'm hoping we get to see them show a little bit of, you know, something exciting. So I've seen, you know, NA have been playing this the hell out. So I hope EU's been doing the same.
It's been a lot of 10s being played recently. Everyone testing out the new map, trying to figure out the best way to attack. And as you mentioned, it seems that players are figuring out the attack a lot faster than the defense because you can rotate after these early picks. Just one Cypher all alone at the A site. The rest stacked up mid and 2 players playing B. One tight, the other one able to rotate. That's Mixwell going now through CT. It looks like a drone is going to be scouting out the A site first. That's going to be Shao. Meanwhile, Angel going to try and react.
Honestly, I just want them to stack the site, really. If you've just got pistols, you might as well just go for the stack. Probably not going to beat a full purchase, so, you know, try and do something with it. We do have some shotguns and ghosts. Mixwell just going to hold this, like, filthy little off angle. And Orb's probably going to bait him in. So this could actually work out pretty nicely if he can get maybe 1 or more. Oh, no. Check on it, please. Thank you, Hip. Fit did capitalize on a kill there as well, so they're doing damage, even though they have very little. David's found Hip. What is going on?
They really only spent $1,000 sticking on that shorty, and then the Bucky coming in from CREA. CREA misses, and David will connect again.
It's a 1v1.
This is nutty. Team Angel should have had this round locked up. They had all the better weaponry. Instead, it's Team Mixwell getting the round as David P finds CREA's shotgun, puts it to use, and then walks away with the Vandal to end it with an exclamation point. 2-1 but Team Mixwell just boomed Team Angel. They're going to be broke after this bye, and this is where you can take the game back in your favor.
Oof.
Shouldn't have happened, Lauren. Shouldn't have happened, right?
Nope. I mean, mistakes can happen, but there's okay, so let's talk basics when it comes to this stuff and like basic theories. Do you go towards the biggest choke point on the map potentially when you're against potential, frenzies, shotguns, pistols? No, you avoid that. You don't go there. You go anywhere other than that. But we'll see if the attackers can recover. I still think this is a T-sided map for now. Again, people feel free to disagree me and give me your reasons as to why. But as it stands, I want to see what happens when we get full purchases. I want to see what happens when we have operators coming out. And also bear in mind that the previous game was what? It was like 5 rounds basically went towards Angel's team. So again, is this an even game or is it a little bit one-sided skill-wise? Can this show a true display? Nice little trade out in middle. Yurii going to capitalize on Mixwell. It was a double stack towards mid. So it's the first time I've seen people actively taking mid control on the defensive side.
Yurii with a nice pop there opens it up a little bit. You can see the Sage. That is going to be davidp rotating over to support the A site. Meanwhile, it's going to be CREA working with his Sova to hold down B. And the attackers, they haven't made a decision yet. They're going to ease into short A, probably run into Orb, and then they could back out and go back to B like they have in the past. Or if they get the kills quick, can fully commit here. There's the challenge from Orb, and Orb is going to find Shao and backs out with his life. Great defensive standing. Repeaks. Sage out in the open is going to get dropped, and more importantly, Spike spotted. You're going to see the sniper as Miss Rage is cleaned up as well. It's only Hip left alive, and he's in trouble. 3 players hunting.
Show me the money, Hip. Let's see what you got, bud. You got 3 players and a spike to collect. Does have the spike, but doesn't have the time. 7 seconds left. Got to make the play. Doesn't matter. Orb. Incredibly safe play. The rock, the cornerstone of that spike site. Nicely done. Again,
it's out
though,
with 11 health.
Yeah, you can see how hard this is as a defensive side.
Here's how he set himself up. It was the camera spotting 3, challenges Shao, the repeat on the stage, and then doesn't instantly challenge the Cypher. Lets the teammates on the site clean it up as davidp gets his 4th kill. A site is not where I'm taking this spike right away if I'm Team Angel. Now I'm just saying, okay, let's look for 2 picks on the mid and then make a decision.
Go. Smokes up. Bit of a shaky buy from the attacking squad. Their money's going to be less than likely on this one. Let's see if they can do any damage with it. I mean, bear in mind, again, people asking, is it CT? People saying it's T. People saying it's CT. I'm going off the experience that I've had casting this so far. In the equally skilled games, I'd say it's T-sided. And I'd also argue that because of how mid plays out, it's a little T-sided. But then again, I'd like to see it played more because I don't think these 2 teams are going to be the prime example. But you can see what can happen. Now the isolation has really kicked in from these players. They can't quite pinch too easily towards B. A deep play on the site, which means people like Mixwell and Co just have to stand up to the plate and they do it. Now it was up against an eco team, so we're not going to get too hyped. It was a clean run, which is what we like to see. 5 standing, now the purchase. Let's see how they try and exploit this. I want them to come at this from a really good thinking man sense of things, right? I want Angel's team to think, okay, well, they're actually stacking up towards middle. They've been actively playing it a lot. Do we go for the picks on this? Does that mean we just heavy lean towards a site and leave a late rotate towards middle? How do you want to approach it, right? So for me, I'd like to see them do a heavy site lean. If they're leaving a lot of people towards middle, hit that site hard, hit that A hard, and then maybe leave a late lurk towards middle. We'll see what they go for.
Looks like that might exactly be the plan. Hip's going to lead the charge, working with Miss Rage. And Angel is going to lurk in mid. Now, the 2 stronger players, Mixwell and CREA, the dynamic duo that just shut down the B site, they will be the last to rotate here. So I like the A choice. Orb around the corner, though, is waiting. davidp with a wall is really going to slow down this attempt. They wanted to take this Spike up the short A. Instead, Spike is dropped. Mixwell is going to find Angel on the flank in a second. The middle absolutely shut down. If they go along A, you got a chance, but they took too much time in the center of the map. Again,
outplayed in the end. I think the people are probably going to walk away this going, oh, it's a CT-sided map now. It's like, is it? Is it a CT-sided map, or are we just seeing, better play from the team that's just starting on the defensive side. I'd almost have loved to have seen Mixwell's squad starting on the attack, just to see how many rounds they could get. You know what I mean? Like, get to have a look at that. Because again, I've seen a lot of North America playing this. I saw a lot of TSM playing this, and that's very much in their wheelhouse. And again, watching TSM right now is a real treat. I'd say they're certainly one of the headliners in NA, especially with Wardell and with, you know, Sabrosa being the way they are. Their aggression pays off, and we're seeing aggression here. Jet going on the straight out push, and it works. It's a little unfortunate because they're doing this. They're doing it on both sides of the map.
Angel survives that battle, but had to leave the spike behind. So Mixwell has all the info. He's got him trapped in the middle of the map, and now the Lions come, and they have 2 in their sights. Just the Sova left as Shao is going to get gunned down. Mixwell gets all 3. And that is going to do it for round number 7. 5-2. Total control after a 2-0 start for Team Angel. They are now on a 5-round losing streak.
Apparently, Taimu's team's actually won this. So that's pretty cool.
Taimu's moving into the finals? Or is it just map 1? All right, chat, let us know. Keep us updated.
Map 1. Again, I think, personally for me, I'd always like to see Mixwell against Taimu in the finals. That's something that I was definitely looking forward to. But again, let's see if that defensive side aggression comes out, and it does. Mixwell's running through him. Definitely trying to take the fights, but this time the attackers are aware. Maybe giving away a couple of kills, but can they then do anything with it now?
Miss Rage really quick there on the kill. Pushes through the smoke, and while Mixwell and CREA are running as a duo, you got to be aware. You pick up one, the other one's still out there. CREA with a quick trade, going to back up and get healed up by davidp, who's going to go for the wall. So they got the res off. They got full force, but unfortunately, Angel is back on the brim, and the ultimate is good for 2 again. We saw it back on Bind. Angel keeps his team in it. Another kill, though, from CREA is going to cause problems. It's going to be 3 attackers left versus the Omen. At this point, CREA just trying to take as many guns off of them as possible. And Angel finds his 4th, finishes the round, and finally ends their losing streak.
Angel's so good. As an individual, so good. That's what I like to see. That's a bit of a game changer, a bit of a wake-up for him as well. 4-6, obviously not your headliner, but we do see the operator for Mixwell. Let's see how this changes the dynamic. I want to kind of see if he gets aggressive with it, if he chills back. I want to see the style, because he's not, you know, your artist-style operator player, right? He's not going to be in their face the whole time, but it's still Mixwell, arguably one of the best in Europe. So this could be a fun one. See if they're prepared for it. Again, it could be Sova on the other side. Going to force him off the peak. Nice utility usage.
You can see this spike stacked up mid, taking their time. No one challenging CREA over at the B-bomb site this round, as the early action will have to wait. You see the double stack, Mixwell with the Sova. And you can see Fatino. He's going to just drone out and try and get this info for Mixwell, but didn't get to see much. Instantly shooting his drone. Now popping the ultimate. Still no information.
This is the battle for mid, and they're trying to stick it out here. This defensive side has to back away eventually, though. They can't stick out this long. They can't be out. There's too many angles to deal with. So they've fallen away. Now, pressure up towards A short. That's going to at least kind of give some of the, you know, mindset back over to the likes of Orb to pay attention towards A. Now, if they flip the switch and hit B, they could have a chance. But let's see what the attackers do. They've got plenty of time to play with. 40 seconds is still a lot.
Keep in mind, last 2 times they've tried to push short A, Mixwell has caused problems in middle, and here he is starting things off with a pick on Miss Rage. Still have a revive available if they want to invest it, but 30 seconds left means Team Angel has to stay on the move. Through short A is the plan, and Orb has been waiting for it all minute.
Avoiding a Leer, that's not bad at all. Mixwell's adjustment is perfect. Couldn't be in a better place, and he's playing in Orb off the back of it. Orb's not even needed. He waited the whole time. He had to go and walk out to get it. Does catch old Angel in the end, and a really nice adjusted play from Mixwell. Off that first real pick he got towards middle, which was on Miss Rage, leans instantly over towards A, reads the play very well.
Yeah, got to give credit to David as well for the wall. Puts a position where his teammate can still hide behind. Stalls everyone else that was trying to push through. Defense has been very strong for Team Mixwell, and he is going to keep the operator from the previous round. We'll see what the attackers have to work with. Can we peek their economy right now? They do have 3 ultimates, and looking at the weaponry, it's going to be Miss Rage with just the classic. Everyone else will get up to the AR.
Hit fancying the odds against CREA.
This is Paranoia versus Lear. If that Lear comes out, expect a quick Paranoia coming out of CREA, and he will back down. And there it comes. Paranoia is going to connect on 3 players, and he is going to punish Misrage instantly. She was just the classic player, though, sent out as the sacrificial lamb. Now the real push. This hit finds CREA. Mixwell is going to pop the ultimate, and he's got 2 spotted.
Mixwell has to buy some time. He's trying to wait for his buddy to come back in, but he can't wait long enough. Shao is there, and Shao takes down Orb. Orb was meant to support all of this, help out Mixwell slightly. But that big pressure play, even after that excellent bit of work from CREA, didn't matter in the end. And we are seeing a closer game. Mixwell still with 6 rounds, but Angel with 4. This is, it's back being contested. I didn't like David P being out on Cat that early. I think he died at Cat. A little bit disconnected to the others potentially there.
It's tough. Very few attacking rounds have gone towards the B site. Team Mixwell unable to handle it this time around. And Angel, they started 2-0, then fell behind 2-5. Now at 6-4, you got to be feeling pretty good. Turn this into a 6-5, you're feeling great. And out come the ultimates. It's going to be the Sova letting it rip as Shao is looking for the clear on B. Not going to find it. CREA still holding strong. Trades out with Hip. Operator holding the corner as Mixwell is going to see the Reyna come flying by.
I know exactly.
Lear won't connect, but Angel will on the flank.
That mid pinch is so strong. You knew that Mixwell had that probably clock in his head ticking down, knowing that his position was going to be vulnerable pretty soon. And now with mid taken over, this rotation is almost cut off straight away. The spike's down. How do you make it through here? Orb's got to do the run. That's a good start. Hip gets picked up, and now we go. Maybe his game back on. If he can get a quick couple of kills, maybe there's something to be seen. But there's still 3 players to find.
Knife opportunity for David. He's got the Cypher right in front of him. It is not going to happen. We're going to see everyone just fall back to the site safely. I mean, David is going to maybe get out with a weapon. Not going to happen. Angel is there. This is great economy for Team Angel. Team Mixwell up to 6, and then they're slowing down. If we see an even half, I honestly have no idea what to expect from Angel's defense.
I'm with you. I'm liking the approaches from Mixwell's team aren't bad. I like the aggression there. They are losing out. As soon as that mid's getting taken, for me, it's been nice work from Angel to really pressure mid. You saw that late lurk coming through as soon as that operator came out to play for Mixwell. The late lurk through middle from Angel, creating that pressure towards the B doors, is causing so many hard issues for them to resolve. So I wonder what the answer is now for the defensive side here. They clearly don't have the economy to do much, but they switch up the operator. That could definitely help.
CREA with this op, love to see it. I just love watching CREA screen because he seems to be the most aggressive of everyone in the lobby. He's taking the aggressive peaks, not afraid to challenge. And Hip on the other side is always willing to fight. Out comes the drone as Shao is trying to get information for his Reyna. That's going to be Hip pushing up. And mid is so far clear. Meanwhile, CREA holding on to A short in a battle versus Angel. Shot just missed wide left. And everyone is going to fall back safely. When we look at the ultimates, Mixwell's got him. Angel, nothing really to work with here.
It's a little tricky. They haven't got much step to the sides. Look at it. You do have Angel trying to pressure up A short, but then spikes over by B, but they haven't played B, so you're going to see that that Cypher having to clear through very, very meticulously. Someone could have pushed out. So for now, Fit having to play the deepest of angles here. Going to be pretty swung on by Hip. A little slow on that one, Hip. Didn't check the corner as properly as probably should have done. And now Mixwell having to be called back into action. This is a fake from Angel, though, it looks like. Pressure around the back, going to try and cause another issue on this flank.
Our spike carrier is dead.
Sova v Sova in the middle as Orb wins the Cypher battle over Misrage. Shao will get his in a second on Mixwell. 3 versus Shao in 14 seconds. The clock against the man as well. And this is the worst way. Getting tagged up by every bit of Cypher's kit. This is so frustrating.
Yeah, this is harsh. Shao, doing the best you can. David P is going to put him out of his misery. And we do see Mixwell stabilizing and creating a good scoreline here. But Angel's team, you could see the pressure really being found through middle. You saw them constantly exploiting that kind of B connector area. Very, very tough to control. Now, for me, this is where it gets exciting. You know, is 7-5 a good representation of the map? Or was it attacking sided and Angel's team did well? Sure. Or were Angel's team a little bit more well-versed? You know, it's going to be fun to see that. So now we get to see Mixwell's squad on it. Now, I'm expecting a little bit more almost clear-cut approaches. I almost expect to see either, you know, full-on site hits or big mid takes. Now, I don't know how much work they put into this. Obviously, they can't be too well constructed or too choreographed, but they could definitely do something interesting.
And something else to point out here, everyone buying Ghost on the attacking squad. The defenders, 3 of them choosing to buy half body armor. Can kind of throw you off in a gunfight if you get that first dink, keep you in the match with your classic, but you'll have to hold the tighter corners. As you take a look at the map, it looks like defenders want to get aggressive down A. Meanwhile, attackers all stacked up through the mid, going to try and crash their way through Angel.
Look at this hold in middle. It's like 5 players. There's 2 players around the back. They're going to see this, though. So they've got a time limit on this. Angel has to do so well here, but first shot, you need it so badly, but that flank is big. Nice approach from Hip and Co. That's really well played. Gonna offset this mid take pretty handedly, and now the spike's loose. They're losing out on players everywhere. A quick rotation around the back has created a huge opportunity, and Mixwell is gonna have to go beyond what is expected of him.
And I think this is just a testament to the strength of Reyna. There's a lot of weaknesses in her kit, but if you have a pistol round and you get that first pick, you can heal up to 150. You can go for a second kill, just constantly heal your way into success. And Hip gets 3 working his way through the middle with that classic pistol. Nice job. Aggressive defense makes it a 7-6 game. And just like last time, it's Team Angel winning the pistol and set up in a position to take the second round as well.
Let's look at what we've got coming out here. Scoreline wise, heavily weighted towards Mixwell and davidp. I think that's pretty fair. Hip, Shao, good numbers again. I'd like to see a pickup from Yurii because he wasn't the heavy hitter. And look at this peak. We saw this over in an A.
Oh, it's so clean.
I don't think Hip knew about it. Now he does. Now you definitely know about it.
I love it. That wall boost is so frustrating to play against mid-A, especially you got a pistol versus the sniper coming out, and there's actually some ARs here. Angel taking over the position at short age will clean up too. So CREA and Orb down. That was a big play.
Destroyed.
My oh my. Miss Rage, good control on the site. Deals with them well, but I love to see that.
I want a game 3. I want a game 3, guys. I know I sound biased. I'm on a G2 broadcast. I should be cheering on Team Mixwell. I just want to see a game 3. Team Angel really struggling on the opening map. They get picked here to start things off, but then hold strong on A. It's been an economy battle. And this one, both teams should be poor after the buyout.
Who gets the better buy? 4 rifles, 1 SMG for the attacking side. I guess Hip can get a buy. You'd say maybe a little better. Oh, the attackers are light on armor. You know what? Yeah. All in sight piece. You can go for the box boost as well to peek towards the site. Pretty commonly done. Yuri's very actively peeking that. Quite surprised if I'm honest. Let's see if they go for the box boost over the top. No, they just went for the straight fight. CREA, they're trying to exploit the blind, and it was working. Now the utility comes into play. Fit is there towards Shao, and we've got the site hit coming out. There's the ultimate popped, but you did see Mixwell going down towards Yurii, but the site's under control. Spike to hand, 2 players to play it back.
And I thought Hip might just save his weapon. Instead, he goes for the peek, instantly punished by the Spectre from David. So now, BreadLotion, aka Miss Rage, all alone. Phantom in hand, keeping it for the next 40 seconds is the end goal. That's an impressive B hit, though. And I just wonder, how do you slow it down with the comp that Team Angel's running?
You raise a good point. We might see the similar issues of having a Phoenix holding on a certain site on Split, for example, that you don't have that hard utility to deny things. I guess they could just put their Sage there and wall it off as best they can. I mean, it's as said, you do at least have the Sage.
Right.
So it
you
might
got
be
Yurii,
for them to play.
but you only get 1 Yurii. Where do you put your Yurii on the map?
Exactly.
That's the question for Team Angel. So far, they've been placing him short A, even did a long A flank earlier. But we'll see where they stack up. Another round from Team Mixwell when it comes to the assault rifle rounds. They are good for it. Retake the lead at 8-7, but it's anyone's game still. Looking at the cash, you can see at least 3. Yeah, make it 5 assault rifles up on both sides. Is Hip going to get his? No, only a USB or, excuse me, just a Ghost.
Yeah. 8-7. This is pretty. I feel as though we haven't seen like Mixwell's squad like fully getting into the form of things, but also I really like this defensive sided aggression, especially on A long. You know, getting these kind of players into interesting positions has been quite good fun. Now, do they check on this corner well enough?
I don't.
By the old, no, I'm definitely someone who can be called out on this, or really well thought of. They got the pickup on BreadLotion, on Miss Rage, and now Angel going to be tasked with dealing with a lot. Beautiful spray connection on CREA. That's going to be a massive pickup to even the odds here. Bear in mind that spike isn't down, so even the clock's not working favorably towards the attacking side yet.
Nice wall, though, by David P. This one's going to go down safely before they can break through. Angel still threatening at the top, but they have no idea that Patino is on the flank. And we're going to see an opportunity now for the retake. Will they be able to pull it off? Shao is going to find the first one. Angel is going to take out David. Patino will find Yurii, but he's given up his position using this ultimate. So they've got his position locked down. Got to get through him to get the defuse. And as Shao just going to tease it, looks like the duo of Angel and Shao have this one locked up, forced to peek. Patino up against the wall here. Literally. Hiding and then pokes after the round. That's what I hate to see.
Yeah, I guess you couldn't do much. They were pinging where the spike was just to make sure that, you know, if they wanted to try and go for, you know, the spam through the smoke, could have done. But Angel is the savior of this round in my eyes. Taking down CREA and Mixwell before they get the spike down to instantly hinder the time. Amazing. Incredibly good work.
Want to give a shout out to Orb, too, for his patient play on the attacking side. You called it, just watching the angles. He's doing what his team needs from him. No flashy plays, but the sweet holding his own.
You don't need more than that. Honestly, if you are a Cypher, in my eyes, you're meant to be that kind of like cornerstone of a team. I don't need you getting 50,000 kills. I need you getting the ones that potentially, you know, slow down those site rotations, ensure that you keep control of it while you can. However, into this round, davidp going wanderabouts up middle. Spike being left back by Spawn means that they're going to keep their options open. They haven't decided where they want to go just yet, but that's a big pick. davidp just kind of casually walking in towards A. Not going to happen.
Fit pushing through. Spotted by that drone, and he is going to make his way right back into the smoke. Spike is going to be picked up, but already you are missing your Sage for Team Mixwell. Team Angel at full force, and you have the Empress available here for Hip. And he has that running down. So if you challenge him at A, he's going to shoot faster than you. He's going to see you before the gunfight begins as well, and that's going to be a tough battle for the attacking Cypher. Slow action, though, as it looks like it's going to finally be a mid-hit, and we're going to see Orb with that spike rotating behind Mixwell and CREA, as they're going to be trying to find Miss Rage in the corner. Mixwell gets the first, but Miss Rage answers back. Patino is there to take her down, and now they've got B.
Interesting mid-take there, going all the way towards that defender side, Swan or CT, whatever you prefer to call it. Obviously, everyone's mad about it being one or the other. Shao, however, gets overrun, and CREA finds Yurii. How is CREA expecting that? I guess they know they're both towards the site somewhere, but just so crisp. Hip now a mile away from trying to be able to capitalize on any of the confusion on the site here, or any of the pressure. The slow playback in, never going to be comfy.
And Hip, I mean, he popped his ultimate at the start of the round. At this point, you don't have any armor. You've worn off your overheal. Just going to try and look for exit kills. This is going to be Team Mixwell going up to 9-8. As we take a look at some of our player numbers, CREA really starting to shine once again on that. Omen has the operator moving forward. 20 kills for Mixwell. CREA, pretty quiet game. 8 and 9. On the other side, it's good to see Shao and Hip at the top. Angel staying towards the top. You can get a little bit more of the Miss Rage and Yurii. We have an even fight once again, but it's Team Mixwell. I feel like this is the 5th time they've taken the lead in this game.
I'm interested to see if they try that again, that kind of deeper mid-take, going all the way through to, like, defensive side spawn. I'm really, really impressed to see that they pulled that off. I actually quite liked what, you know, the Miss Rage hold back there. She did well to get, like, the nice trade out. If it wasn't a Bulldog, may have been able to get more, honestly. You know, that's something that could have happened there. But now you've done this sort of mid-take, where do you go with it? Because obviously they're going to try and push up short, potentially. Maybe you could find an exploit there. I'm wondering. Again, this is just fun for me to watch. It's the first time I get to see European teams try and play this out compared to NA. And it looks like this is more of just a kind of, not default, but a standard site lean.
It's like you feint the smokes around mid. Then you're trying to get the pick with the opper. Mixwell has to check 3 different corners before he can turn the corner. And you're going to see Hip just waiting for him at the edge of the boat. I hate when players are here. They're not normally going to get more than one on the trade, but you'll get the info and definitely slow you down with the Reyna. Lears could come out as the peek through the smoke. Somehow, Angel and Shao are going to find headshots.
Try peeking into this. I'm not sold. We'll see if maybe davidp can go for something, but Mixwell finding hip is huge. How has he done that at this point? I'm constantly surprised by the amount this man can provide, but these two players now look towards CT. Mixwell trying to bait it out. Get some more info back away from the left-hand side. They've got a chance at this. The spike's still there.
And they're just going to dip out here. 45 seconds left on the clock. They do not want to pressure B, assuming there's a player still on site. The Sage has been out in the middle, but David hasn't seen anything yet. So maybe they will go back in as they get up to 3 players on the attack. Mixwell has the site, and Spike is going down. The defenders have left. They rotated off here, Pansy, and now they're in huge trouble.
This is a mistake, and oh, you're going to be devastated. For Angel's team, they potentially had that. They kept him, at arm's length over by the entrance. Now it's put a fork in it. This one's done.
Oh, and this is so frustrating. You had the camera up for Miss Rage over at A as well. They overcommit to the middle of the map, and now they're getting punished. Yurii trying to make the hero play, and it's going to be Miss Rage onto the site, but there's still 2 left. And there's just not enough time to get the kills and the defuse. David's going to catch her going for it.
That's a heartbreaker for me. That round right there is a heartbreaker. I've got to feel like so many things were going right for them then. You know, they had the kind of 2v2 towards a site. You know, Mixwell gets kills in situations where you just shouldn't normally get them. That breaks their economy too. Oh man, that one's gonna sting. When you watch that back, it's gonna sting. Now, what do they do here? Can they make a play happen, or is this a little bit of a, okay, let's write this one off and then try and fight it back with 11 rounds against us?
Yeah, I think you just got to give them number 11 here. Try and pick 1 or 2 off with the Sheriff buys. You saw a Stinger coming out as well. In chat, you know, I was being hyperbolic when I said you have to hit all 20 bullets. It only takes 6. I read you. I understand it. But the Stinger sucks. Just admit it to yourself and get over it. Here we go. Orb getting pressured, and he is going to get run over. CREA going to take down BreadLotion. And we are going to see CREA now in the middle of the map working with Patino, and they have this position locked down.
Yeah. The one thing for the defensive side, I'd like them to kind of throw in again. A little bit of that aggression, but it gets so much harder to do that when obviously you're up against the wall. You've got 11 rounds against you. It's hard to kind of think, well, I throw the risky move of that mid-aggression or, you know, that short aggression. Yes, it could pay off and I can get information, but obviously the chances, you know, I'm working against the odds here. And they've got the operator, even a heavier price to be paid if you do mess it up. Now, I see 3 people lining up in mid, though. So that, to me, means maybe they're going to go for something here.
Can we keep a camera on Mixwell? Yeah, it's perfect right now because he's at, what, 24 and 17? He is crushing. He's been the one initiating a lot of these fights, and here he goes with the ultimate right away. He's going to go hunting for Miss Rage. The breaded one. Sitting alone on the A site. Tripwires are there, but of course a jet bust right through it. The attack is coming down. Spike is still in the back of the map, and there is noise in the middle as it's hit through the smoke, finding CREA.
Is that defensive-sided aggression? There it is, finally coming through. That push through from B-Halls, that hip play, very nice. Oh, Mixwell. That's brave. That's very brave.
Low. Just low. Nice cage going up top by Orb, though. And David is going to peek an operator. So Yurii coming strong here. Answers back in the Sage-on-Sage battle. It's going to be a 2v1, and Yurii is going to make it even numbers and actually then some, as we still have Shao on the map, waiting for that heal before they go in for the B.
All right, Spike going down. Let's see when that retake begins. So looking like they're focusing towards, you know, CT, defender spawn, whatever you prefer to call it. And again, I'll call it both to help everyone.
Defender spawn. Yeah, defender spawn. We're done saying
helps.
CT.
Fit playing towards mid. Now his crossfire can change. He can work from this angle too. So if he doesn't feel the pressure from here, that's a very complimentary angle. Bit of information found. Now Fit needs to be careful with this. They've had at least 2 plays, maybe 3 now. They've got to know there's more here. He does have a bit of utility left. He could put it down, but does he want to stay a little bit more shielded, a little bit more quiet? The trade wasn't good enough. I don't think so. And now the retake works out. I wish to use some of that utility. I know that obviously you're trying to keep that element of surprise, but I really would have liked him to maybe use the shock dart or.
I was going to say, you're still sober.
radar.
What are you going to
Yeah.
do? 50 damage with the shock, like 75? I like the concept, but I feel like against the caliber of players, you just got to hit the headshot or Sova's dead. Orb did it. Orb did his best. If he got the first pick on Yurii, they had a chance there, but he got overran.
For sure. Now,
Looking at the numbers, Warren, sorry to cut you off. I mean, you're 11-9. You're buying the op here for Shao. He's going big. Everyone else is going to be able to buy an AR, or at least 2 of the players will next round. But this is a must-win scenario for Team Angel if they want to force a map 3.
Ooh, here we go. Forced off. Now they're following that in. There is an omen just underneath that poor little drone. Swing on it. Any shots come through. Hip's in danger. Stays alive. What? Hip's a hip? Oh, you're nuts, Hip. I love that. More of that.
Mm-hmm. Do
No
it
one
again.
expects that.
Through the teammate smoke, gets out with the dismiss as well. David's going to find Angel, though, and we will see the kill traded out over at the B site. Spike still loaded up, and we do have a Cypher flanking. Miss Rage currently holding middle, but doesn't know it. They could be pinching in here.
Ooh, Shao.
I got the spike.
Okay, Mixwell. 1v2, spike to hand. Let's see if that magic comes through again. Patiently playing towards the site. The Sova's cut off.
Shao just heard it.
Then. Did he?
I know exactly.
I think he heard her on site. Yep, and he has it pre-aimed. That one misstep from the jet, and it's enough info for Shao to get the angle. 11-10, and we said that's a must-win round for Team Angel. Now they don't have to fear the money. You're back within 1 round. Attackers, they're up to a full buy across the board, I believe, except for Mixwell, because he went with the operator, will not have enough for an AR.
Hang on. Now, again, this is getting closer, right? Like, Angel's team, like, they're so scrappy. I feel like you've got Mixwell's squad kind of doing these, like, super hype plays, but honestly, Angel's team, they're doing what they need. Hip's aggression that round, nuts. Pushing up like that, Jamie didn't expect it. And again, same sort of pressure. This time, bigger pressure. Mixwell straight in. We've got the Omen. TP to the back of the side, going to be spotted. But does alleviate some of the strain. Didn't wait for the kill to come in. Had to send them back packing. And Hip again doing everything they can to hold onto the site. However, this time, they've been broken through. The site is clear. The spike can go down. You've got Miss Rage playing it back in, and who's the other player here?
Shao. And this is where Shao has had the toughest time. He's been great once they are set up. When it comes to the retakes, though, just hasn't found the same success with the operator. David is going to remove Miss Rage, so it's only Shao left, and now everyone knows where he's at. Gets hit with the Hunter's Fury, dropped to 70 health, and expect a save, as he will try and keep the $4,500 weapon for what could be the final round of action. Team Mixwell going to improve to 12-10. Team Angel needs to win 3 straight and do it in overtime.
Man, the pressure on that hit was pretty vast. Using the Omenol, everything. They threw everything in that round to make it stick. And it was still close. So yeah, 12 rounds does seem pretty condemning, but it's definitely not.
It kind of is on Hip's shoulders in my eyes. When he gets picked first, you take B. If Hip gets the first pick, he's buying time for the rest of the squad to rotate. So as long as it comes to a B hit, if Hip is able to get the kill, they're in a great position for Team Angel. And he's got his ultimate this next round. Expect the Empress to come out. Hip is not afraid to pop it in the first 5 seconds. Of course, that's going to give him faster accuracy. He's going to see players more vibrantly as they push through smokes, or even just show a pixel of their shoulder around the corner.
Bear in mind, this isn't just map point anymore. This is match point. It's gone from that, like, bit of work, bit of room. They've got to make it count now, because this has been a much closer game. This is kind of what I wanted to see the whole time, but this is a switch up as well. This is the first time we're seeing a bit of an all-in piece towards A. I can imagine maybe the drone's going to give away that, it's what they've done every time. They keep doing this pressure play over towards B. That's why they've got 4 players leaning towards B. There's only 1 player here. This is a heartbreaker of a round.
Mind games. They did make some noise, and Miss Rage is going to let everyone know they're here. But can she stop it? Spike's still not planted. And that's a big opening pick from Miss Rage. Going to be traded out with Orb. They got eyes up top. David will help shut down Yurii. A res comes in on Mixwell. And this is all attackers. You got just Hip working with Shao's op. And, of course, Angel, the captain, left alive. They're all trying to pincer in through short A. but they're going to give up their presence if they hit that window, and it's way too long to flank through the top. They got to go through their own smokes here. This could be tough.
They've got to go fast. They need to get a pick soon. You can't play it late against 5. You just can't trade effectively. And Mixwell's back on his feet, back from the dead, and back on the kill feed. 2 for him. Shao trades in, but it's just going to be Shao. Operator on the retake. We know how it goes. It never works well. Oh, the miss doesn't help either. And now the spam comes through. It's all but over. davidp to close. But honestly, a good game again. I'm happy with the scoreline. 13-10. It was competitive, but it was Mixwell's win.
Hey, that was a lot of fun to see Team Angel kind of